Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brandon and I still make videos. In today's video, we're taking a trip down memory lane, reviewing all the music videos that we've ever done. We're not about to rate them or anything, but we're just reviewing them so you guys can see our journey and how long it's taken us to get to where we are right now. Let's get into it. Alright, so these are all music videos that were shot and edited by either myself or my team. So the first music video we're looking at was my very first music video, titled Boyanini by AJ Apple. Hey, this one, hey, it was tricky here. Yo. Okay, so I shot this music video about 5 years ago on the Canon 5D Mark III, and it was my first time using the Ronin M, you know, the one with the handles on the sides, the big one. It was my first time using that. Believe it or not, I was actually on set and I was looking at YouTube as to how do I balance this thing. Yeah, I was still a newbie. I was still coming up in this music video game around this time. So, hey, you can tell like the grade is all over the place, the exposure, the white balance, like the most basic of things. 5 years ago, it was not easy for me. It's so orange. Yeah, what I could have done better here is maybe, you know, I could have hired a DP to come and shoot it for me, and I just directed. Then that way the quality would have been a bit more controlled and would have had a better, you know, time executing this whole project. But yeah, this one was a very, very tough one. Alright, my next video is Blow Up by Screwface, very good friend of ours. Yeah, we did this one 4 years ago. I shot this on the 5D Mark III and I didn't have a gimbal on this day. Yeah, I kind of enjoy it now, but yeah, it was good back in that day when we shot it. I think I could have improved the exposure. Like there's some scenes on this video that are not properly exposed. I mean, my white balance had improved like significantly at this point in time, but yeah, it was a fun shoot, and this was a zero budget. The first video I showed you guys, yeah, we made like a bit of money there, smaller amount of money, not a lot, but this video was a completely zero budget. So I just went out and just shot it. I didn't even have like a team of people like I do now, people that I work with. Back then, like, just find somebody to just come and help you out on set. Hold a reflector, shine some light for you. And this was what happened on this set. Yeah, it was a pretty dope music video. The guys don't think it's a nice video anymore, but I think it can hold its weight right now. Yeah. Okay, so our next music video is Mariachi Flows for an artist called Flex Money Boy at the time, but now he goes by the name Saint Augustine. Yeah, this was 4 years ago also. I think I'd improved a lot of things. This was the first music video that I shot on the Sony. So I just picked up the A7R II and a Canon 50mm lens, the 1.8, the Nifty 50, and it was adapted the whole time. So I think this music video turned out quite good, especially at the time. Like, we really loved it. Not that many people were using color gels at the time. So yeah, we had gels on the set and we made sure that you can see and feel those gels on almost every shot that we had. This again was zero budget, just run and gun. I had a couple of guys come assist me on the set, just in exchange, give them some knowledge and let them in on how, things are done basically on set. Yeah, zero budget. I don't know, I like to think that I'm very good at zero budget music videos, but I think I can be even greater with a music video that has like a bit of budget to it, so we can really like spaz out, get set design and the works. But yeah, no, this music video was pretty dope, especially at the time. 4 years ago, a solid video like this, zero budget, man, this was so dope. Okay, so the next music video is Whip Out the Switch for the same artist, Flex Money Boy. Yeah, it was a pretty dope one. I don't really enjoy this video all that much because I feel like I took a bit of a slump. Like you look at the exposure, it wasn't that great. The editing was very much experimental. Yeah, now this style, I'm not so sure if I'd ever do it again. Yeah, my exposure was terrible But this was another zero budget music video. So when it's zero budget, hey, the waters can get very murky very quickly. Oh yeah, also gels were a big thing for me 4 years ago. See how I've got gels also in these shots. Yeah, I don't like this video that much. Our next music video is Mlume Bobby by Danger Box. I don't think he goes by this name anymore, but yeah, he's 3'5" or something like that. Yeah, shout out to Danger Box one time. Another zero budget music video. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the trend here. How best you can create a video with next to nothing really. So we drove out to Soweto to shoot this. It was one of those La Liga experience matches where they like sponsor soccer tournament in the location. Yeah, so we went to shoot there. Yeah, Danger Box is quite the character, so it was very easy to work with him. Very animated guy, has a lot of friends who are also like very much into his craft and very supportive as well. So yeah, I had a great time on the set.
I don't think I exposed properly here, Prarop. I think I could have done better. And the color grade also is a bit all over the place, Prarop. But we move.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the one. But again, guys, 4 years ago, I thought this was great. 4 years ago, my whole team thought, oh wait, I didn't have a team 4 years ago, right? Eric, were you with us then? Yeah, it was just me 4 years ago. Yeah, it was not easy. I shot this on the Sony A7S2, by the way. Yeah, I struggled on that camera, so I was not all that good. Yeah, Eric says I crawled so they can walk. Okay. The next music video is probably one of my favorites. It's Black Thang by Righteous Mob. Fun fact, Eric is in this music video. Yeah, no, I love this video so much. A7S2 again, with a Samyang 14mm on a rooftop, zero budget. I actually spent my own money to get the lights for that indoor scene by the house. Yeah, the scene. So I spent my own money, went to Glow High, rented the lights. It cost like 400 Rand. Came onto the set just so we can make it look extra nice. I think at this point in time, like I was really improving with my cinematography, my edits were really improving. And this actually was 3 years ago because we shot the video. We didn't quite like get to editing it, like there was a lot going on at that time. And then when we eventually did edit it, it came out 2 years ago. Yeah, exposure could have been better as always, but at this point in time I wasn't into variable ND filters. I didn't really have any. I hadn't spent any money on that, or any filters for that matter. So yeah, if you're interested to know a bit more about this music video, I've linked a video up here so you can go watch the editing breakdown and how I did certain things on it. Next up is another zero budget music video. It's Dala Siwa Sufuga by Scroof Ace featuring Tammy T. This one, Sony had borrowed us a A7R3 or R4 and a 16 to 35 GM. Like I had all this gear. I think I was so infatuated by the gear that I didn't pay as much attention to how the shoot was going. I didn't pay as much attention to like my exposure. I did a very bad job on this video, but Eric was there on the set. I can tell you that. We could have improved, but yeah, it's okay. Eric, the blame is on you. It's never on me. Yeah, I love this video. Another zero budget. If at this point you're not convinced that I'm the zero budget king, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you need a bit more convincing. I don't know. Maybe we must show you our other music videos. I don't know. I think this was the first time I used like 100% Sony gear, like a Sony body with a Sony lens without adapting. So the autofocus was great. Yeah, this was the first time I did that. Again, if you're interested in knowing how we pulled off this music video, I've linked the breakdown up here. Our next music video is Fire by Tammy T featuring V Dot. Yeah, no, this one, I really love this music video actually. We shot this at a location in Kensington. I love it very much because I think this was the turning point for me. this was at the point where I was like, you know what, I really want to be really good at what I do, and I'm gonna put in a lot more effort into doing it and making sure that I stand out. And with the help of my team, like, we really pulled off what I think was a music video that was ahead of its time, and that didn't look like it was a zero budget. Like, we made nothing from these things, like nothing. You spend your own money to go to the set, you spend your own money with your own gear to put it off. So yeah, we shot this on the Sony A7S II. I think I had the Tamron 2875 at this time, so things were much more easier to do. Oh, I almost forgot, I spent my own money to get the lights so we can go shoot this video. So yeah, now you just have a picture of how committed myself and the team are to making sure that the product always looks like money. Also, if you're interested in knowing the behind the scenes and the workings of this fire music video, the link is up here or down below, just under the subscribe button. Young dog. The next music video that we're looking at is Mokutsuri by Brendan Praise and Mpo.wave. So for this one, we drove all the way out to Limpopo. This was in like some guest house lodge type situation. We drove out of my place with Eric. We left at like 2 in the morning. He says it was 1 in the morning. Yeah, it was that time of lockdown restrictions. You can't travel at night, blah, blah, blah. Had to make sure we have the permits for us to travel at night. Drove out from my place and we went to meet Ted, who's the director of this music video. Ted Magaman, shout out Ted one time. We went to his place and we drove all the way to Limpopo to do this. Brendan Praise, Hungani, and Brendan Praise's wife, Mpumi, they're such great and easy people to work with. They're professionals. Like, this was such a breeze. At some point, I couldn't believe how quick we're going through the scenes. So from a creative perspective, I think I shot it very well. The edit came out very well as well. The grade also, it was very minimal. I think the thing that let me down the most is the drone shots, because I was still using the DJI Mavic Air, the original Air. So it was like 8-bit colors. It was just very like mushy compared to the rest of the footage, which was the Sony A7S III with a 24-70 G Master. So it was like a solid kit. And then on the other hand, it's that drone that just killed everything for me. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. Ted did his magic, and I think the product that we came out with from this one was like, yeah, sure. It was also quite a turning point for me. We didn't have a lot of crew on this set. It was just myself and Eric. At some points, Brendan was holding the 5-in-1 for us. At some point, Hongani was there with the 5-in-1, just shining some light, just making sure that at the end of the day, the product that we have is of a high standard. And I think we achieved that. The video currently has 107,000 views, which is, I think, the highest views on any music video that we've worked on, that we shot and edited. There's other videos that we're not talking about on this thing because we just did the post-production, and I don't think it's worth going into that much about those. Our next music video is Top 7 by Tammy T and our very own Eri Lane. So this one, another zero budget masterpiece. Went out to Soweto and we just ran and gunned Sony A7S III. But the fun fact about this music video is it only came out about 3 months ago, but we shot it about 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago we shot this video, but like the post-production, like it just kept falling back. Like more important things come up, and this one just has to take the back seat then until we finally found the time to put it together. Yeah, the video came out very well. Tammy T, easy to work with. Eric, easy to work with. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a third artist on this music video. His name is Creamy. Very, very easy to work with. Also, very professional guy. Knows his thing. Shout out to Creamy one time. Solid gent. Yeah, the music video came out well. Oh, that location in Soweto by the cinema thing. Is it the cinema or whatever? That one where they're sitting upstairs? Yeah, this one. Yeah, we just got there and we just shot. We didn't ask anyone for anything. Usually you get to a place, you ask people for permission and whatever. We got there on the perfect day where there was no one. And I just said, you know what, boys, let's just operate. We operated and we left. So, yeah, I love this video. Before we get to our last music video, I'd just like to give an honorary mention. Is it the honorary or honorable? Yeah, one of the two. To the Black Motion Tiny Desk concert. So we shot this like a year ago, directed by the great Zolani Pagate. Those who know, they know. We shot this on a multi-camera setup. Yeah, it was not easy here because the space was very, very limited. And we had about 4 cameras operating at the same time. Our sound, we had a sound guy, taking in all the inputs from all the microphones, the instruments and stuff. I think we did a great job on this one. The post-production was like very, very long because the Tiny Desk people have like a specific way they want the post-production to go. They want the video to flow a certain way. And it was just a whole lot of back and forth. Now, bear in mind, we're like the last party. We're like the third party. Between us and Tiny Desk is another agency. So, yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. But at the end of the day, we came out with a very beautiful product. Thank you to everybody that was involved. If you're watching this, Dango, the grade came out so clean here. I loved it. Fun fact, actually, we had one of the cameras, the main angle, malfunctioned during the performance. And it had like a 20 to 30 minutes recording that was like running. And it had a power failure. And that whole file got corrupted. The main angle on the main performance set. So what we did here is we ran through the whole show like one way, like grrr. So performing artists, the vocalist would come in, finish their song. As they're going out, the band is just doing like a transition music, and then the next artist gets in. And I lost like the main thing. Yo, it was not easy. And then I found like a company overseas that could recover that file for me, and I had to upload it to their servers, and then they did their magic, got it back to me within like 20-30 minutes. It was done, but it cost me about like 4,000 rand to recover that one file. Bear in mind now, this is money that's coming from my own pocket because the production has nothing to do with this power failure. In as much as I have nothing to do with it, it was still my set, it was still my gear, and yeah, it was not easy. Our last music video is a video by Saint Augustine, formerly known as Flex Bunny Boy. We shot this one a few weeks ago in Randburg, and again, zero budget. But I was fortunate enough on this set to have Eric and Sandile to come out and just assist with the set. Eric was the DOP on this one. I was just directing. I was just standing in the back, just doing my thing. You know me. I'm always like with the zazz. You know me. Anyway, we're on the set, Randburg. We got some interesting shots. The creative was very good. Again, you wouldn't say it was a zero budget music video, especially with the ending scene. Like if you watch this video like all the way through, you'll see that the ending scene is just like the money. That's where the money resides. But yeah, great experience, very fun, very easy to work with. And shout out to Saba World Lifestyle at One Ilof for allowing us to use their rooftop for our I've made it scene at the end of the video. So yeah, great video. Love it. A7S3 24-70 and a 35mm 1.2 filters and stuff, just to get that clean look. Beautiful. Alright guys, that's been it. I genuinely hope you enjoyed watching our journey and how we've grown over the last 5 years. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you know when the next video comes out. Alright, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Sure. Just a quick disclaimer, we don't always work for money, but I mean, if we like your song and and the vibes are great, the connection is clean, we don't mind shooting your video for free. As long as you just facilitate how everything comes together, we don't have a problem with that. You just have to be a nice person, and your song has to bang, and we have to just believe in the product that you're selling. If any of these 3 things don't click for us, we don't do it. Unless it's paying, of course. Thank you very much. Sharp.